Well, hey there everybody. Today I'm going to show you how to assemble this Mandala dolphin craft. So I've already cut out all of my pieces on my Cricut machine. You can use any Cricut machine or cutting machine for this. I am going to go ahead and just load one just to show you the process and show you what it looks like coming off of the mat, just so you can have a full process and perspective here. As far as other supplies you're going to need to create this project, you're going to want to pick out the paper that you want. I've used a variety of cardstock, 65-pound cardstock, and also some glitter cardstocks in order to build my dolphin. You may want to have a pair of scissors on hand as well, because you will need to be trimming down some of your foam tabs. I'm using these little foam tab strips here, which is going to give us some space between each of the layers to make it look more three-dimensional. For the really intricate layer here on the top, I'm going to be using a multi-purpose adhesive spray by Beacon. And the reason I like using this is because it goes on in a very even, smooth amount, and I don't have to worry about my paper wrinkling if I'm dropping bits of glue. Or with the tabs, you can't use these when you get really intricate pieces because it's just so tiny you can't fit any tabs behind it without it showing through to the final design. So I am going to be using this Beacon multi-purpose adhesive spray for this project. So once you have gathered your supplies, let's go ahead and cut out our dolphin mandala and then we'll assemble it. So I've gone ahead and powered on my machine. I am selecting glitter cardstock in Cricut Design Space because that is my material that I'm using, and I'm going to go ahead and place it onto my mat here. I've scaled the dolphin to my preferred size. Obviously you can make them smaller and larger because you can scale the SVG files. And I'm going to go ahead and load my mat here. I just went ahead and pressed the play button there. It's also known as the Cricut icon go button in order to proceed with the cut. Okay, so one of my mandala layers is complete. I'm going to flip the mat over and peel the mat away from the material. That way it eliminates the curling of your paper. Again, flipping, and just go really slow with this. I recommend either using a light grip blue mat or a green mat that has been used a few times and isn't quite as sticky, which is what I'm using here. Alright, so I have all of my layers cut out here. This mandala comes with 5 layers. And you can cut them out in any colors or textures that you like. So we're going to start, of course, with the bottom solid layer here. And then we're going to be adding this next layer on top. So it's the one with all the lines going back and forth here. I'm going to grab some of those foam strip tabs here, which is these. And I purchased these on Amazon. You can find links for them below the video. And I'm going to just lift this up, and they're kind of long, so I'm going to trim in half, and I'm going to start sticking them right onto the design. Like anything else with crafting, patience makes perfection, so just take your time with it. You don't have to cover every piece in tape, just go so that it is you know, maybe every 1.5 inches or so there's a piece of foam tab tape supporting the design, which is really what we want. So once you get your pieces on, if you have something like a weeding tool handy, it can be really, really helpful to get those little backs off of the tabs. So I like to go in and just take them off like that. I sort of stab it and give it a little bit of a press. And then you'll go ahead and repeat the process going in order with the layers. So the next layer is this one, then this one, and then this one on top. So we're going to start with this one next. This one is the easiest to do because it has the most space to put your tabs on. Alright, so this one's ready to be added. So again, flipping it over, there we go. You can use thicker foam tabs if you want. I'm just using some thin ones here. I'm not too concerned about making it super thick. Now with my example one here, I did continue adding the little foam strip tabs with the 2 remaining layers. However, I can see a little bit more if I look closely of the tabs showing because of the intricate nature of these layers. So for this one, I'm just going to show a bit of a contrast by using that vegan multi-purpose adhesive spray. And I'm going to spray the backs of these layers and then layer them on like that, and then they'll be completely seamless. So that's my goal here. You want to shake it first just to make sure, and then go ahead and give it a good spray. You don't want to drench it, just, you know, hold it about 2 inches out. Make sure all of the paper has been kissed with it at least a little bit. And then we're going to place this off to the side, place this down. I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to place it right on. You have a few seconds to sort of manipulate it before the adhesive is going to set, so take that time to make sure it is aligned properly. And the adhesive works really well. Like, you don't have to put tons on there and it doesn't wrinkle your paper, so I highly recommend using this. I'm going to repeat the process again with this last top piece here. There we go. And there is our Dolphin Mandala. You're going to want to let this dry for a little bit, so set it aside and just let it dry. I'm going to make a larger one and a smaller one, sort of make it look like a mommy and baby. And I'm going to be placing these in probably to a shadow box with some pictures around it.